And the node is mathematical, exactly the beginning and the ending of a particular link. But that's not a junction or an intersection all time. Yeah, so sometimes we call it an intersection, which is a combination of more nodes. Let's make an example. If you zoom in here to that area, you see there is this red section here, and you can zoom in here, and you see that yeah, like a circle. It looks like a little bit. I switch on the map here, or I can change it also to Google Maps again. Then we see the streets already, and said, okay, this is called one intersection. Yeah, so the whole roundabout is called one intersection, and I like to create a main node out of that. Therefore, we have this option main nodes, and we can create main nodes with insert mode. So we click on the insert mode. This is a plus symbol here in the network editor window. So we click on that plus symbol here, and then we have main node, and we can create now a main node. Maybe I place it here in the center. My assignment will be deleted. That's correct. Yes. And now I can create a polygon around everything which belongs to this main node. It's okay. What belongs to my main node? Let's say which element belongs to that node. Let's say everything which is around here. So that way, so I counterclockwise I go around my intersection here, and that okay, this one, yeah, maybe this one belongs also to the node here, that one here, this one here, all that. Okay, that's my main node number one. We can have another main node, maybe this one here is a main node, but we have only two nodes here inside. That's not. This one is a node. It should be yes. So maybe you can create a main node here, number two, and we can draw again a polygon around. Let's say up to here. So this is main node number two, and let's see the main node number three. Yeah, this one can be also main node here. Yeah, so well, this one here, we can say, okay, this is a main node. Everything which is here inside is a main node. So up to here. Okay. Then I get three main nodes. Why we have these main nodes again? The reason for that is that we have, I change into the edit mode. You see that we have now all the nodes inside. If I select one, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes here inside. And important is if I like to make some analysis of accidents, then that okay, this is everything which is here inside is related to an intersection and not to a link. And therefore it's more neither than having main nodes instead of only nodes. That happens only on some places in the network, not everywhere. But whenever we have some more complicated network situation, maybe it appears more that a node, like a node instead of a main node instead of a node. Let's have a look in this file. I think here I found more details. For example, this one is definitely an intersection here, and I said, okay, this is one intersection here. This is then also a typical main node. Yeah, so if I create a main node, that okay, this is everything around this is one main node. Yeah, because if you see the picture in the background here, then it's clear that everything here is a main node. I see in the picture we have some other elements. Interesting. This one is not a part of the OpenStreetMap network. That's interesting. And I thought I have chosen detailed urban network. Okay. It should be also a part of the network, yes. I see it. And the rest is inside, but only that area, not. Yeah, okay. But by the way, it's that's a typical main node. Whenever we have this kind of intersections here, that is also one. Maybe you said that everything is together is a node. Maybe this is a main node, and that is a main node, or we call everything together is a main node. Yeah. So whenever a lot of streets are coming, or a lot of links are coming together. Also here we have, I think that is also a typical, we have two nodes here, but they both belong to a main node. That's clear. And so we can do some different analysis in the network as well. So that's the reason why we have it with main nodes. So what we can do now is we can color our nodes because of that. That means we can choose some graphic parameter of nodes. Also for nodes, we can do some accident counts, as we have done it also for links. We can choose that with different threshold, and with the right mouse click on the nodes layer on the first one, we get again a window where we see the traffic volumes or the accident counts. Let's say the accident counts up to 5 we have, and let's say okay 5. If the 5 is a maximum, why not going up to 5 at the threshold? That makes maybe sense. And then we click on OK. So now our nodes are displayed. If I disable my accidents, then we can see the nodes. Yeah, so here we have, and you see that's now only one accident type. So we get also some smaller ones, some green ones here. We can choose it via advanced to see some larger circles maybe. If we make a right mouse click and click on advanced, then we get open this graphic layer, and you see that's a circle of 0.5 up to 5 millimeters from gray to red, and maybe you make it larger. And let's say we start with 2 millimeters, and then the next one is 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 5.5 millimeters, 6.5. So I get this one's here, and then you see, okay, we get also some nodes here. But here we have only the main node. Here in that main node there is nothing, there is no accident. But here in that main node we get up to 5 accidents we have already. And that node we have only one. And this is exactly the problematic part. Maybe you see here we had more. That's not a main node, but it's a node we get more accidents here. And switch it off, then it's easier to see all these nodes and all the colors. You see, although there is also a node here which is orange. This one here is orange without being in the main nodes, but it becomes clear that in some cases it makes sense to have also some main nodes that we get collected data for displaying all the nodes and classifying. So if you said, okay, now let's have a look in my network where we have problematic situations. We have here one, there is one, here is one. We have to look here. This one is one. Maybe orange one. We also have to check this one. For the green ones, as far as it's okay, it is okay. Maybe we have to look why we have we have accidents there, but we have less accidents, and accidents are happening, that's clear. And so now it's possible that we discuss about those elements here in the network as well. Yeah.
So I have one question.
Yeah.
So it makes the color on the node regarding to the number of accidents in the intersection.
Yes. Yeah.
What if an accident is more than specific distance?
No, that's it. Only those accidents will be counted which are allocated to a node.
Allocated to node.
Yes. Not to a link.
Which mean near to the node.
Yeah, but it happens when we do the. Remember, when you have done the allocation of accidents.
Okay.
The allocation of accidents. If you have a look for the accidents, I switch on the accidents only to display it. To go one particular ones here, for example. Zoom in a little bit more. As we can see, we have, I think, 3 accidents here. This one, and that one. And if I like to see the allocation of that, this one, then I can click on place and allocate, because then I get... No, I don't like to do it. I only like to see that. Again, this one here.
It will be 3 accidents in this node?
Sorry?
It will be 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3 accidents in the node, but I like to display the allocation. I think it is easier if I do it in the graphic parameters of accidents. Accidents here.
No, there is in the graphic allocation. You can open the graphic allocation. Just right click on it, and you will see that there is a tick to be displayed on the traffic on the node allocation or something. And the accident itself. Yeah, this one at the bottom. Yes, this show allocation.
Here.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Okay. What the hell is now displayed? That's a point of the class point of interest of accidents. It's clear.
When I open it, I have it logic.
Yeah, but I like to see. I like to see the connections. POI to node, which is already here. Yes, and to link. I can change it. Maybe I change the colors that I get. Let's say green one is not a big difference. That one, orange one, and large one. Okay, and this one is blue. Although thick one here. Okay, and the size of the arrow is, let's say, 6. That's easier to see. So okay. So why we have that long allocation? The problem is I see there is an allocation from something which is, I don't know where. And not only from one accident.
My question is, I just want to know how to calculate the number of accident
Yeah,
regarding
that's because of this allocation. So the allocation here shows me, for example, that accidents here. I don't know where the other ones are coming from. This accident, for example, is allocated to that node. This accident is allocated to that node, and this accident is allocated to that node. The blue one shows me that, and because that one, the number of accidents per node is classified.
Okay, to the nearest node, right?
Yeah, under the conditions when we allocated in the beginning. So we
According
get
to
here.
allocation, yes, according to allocation.
Exactly, and there we had chosen 20 meters around or something else, and first to node and then to link and so on. That's exactly what happens.
Okay.
And there is something which is allocated to that one here. That's interesting.
The blue line means that this accident allocated to this node and the other node.
Yeah, but there is no accident. I can't understand that line here at the moment.
It should be allocated to one node.
Yeah, but the direction is the opposite direction. It's like an accident from here. Yeah, this line here starts here and has now an allocation to somewhere here. Oh God, here. That makes no sense. That's this is clear. This is an accident somewhere which is allocated to that particular link. So, but it's not exactly what I like to see, though. The allocation of that, we go again to advanced, and I don't like to have this one here. I only go to accidents and connections. I don't draw that connections now. Okay.
For me, the connections make sense. I in my map, the connections make sense.
Yes, and for me also, I have the connections are
Logical.
Yes, are very logical.
That doesn't appear like that.
That would be nice, yeah. Okay, now we have it again. Okay, then it makes sense. So, but it is all the allocations are set at the very beginning, what we have done, and that is a reason why we get this number of accidents there. That's clear. Okay, fine. So that's a possibility only to make it. You can also create what we have done for our sections on our links. You can also do it for nodes. And said, okay, I like to have different weightings here, equidistant, for example, or not equidistant, and then we get that kind of classification between green and red or something else. That's up to us how we like to classify those elements. Can also make the circle larger from small to large. That's also possible. Whatever we need for that displaying. Yeah, automatic generation of sections. That's what we already have done. We have done this automatically creating of generation of sections of our network, ignores lower ranked links, and at intersections with links of equal or higher rank. That's one section always, whatever is between. Separate driving directions will be combined, and main nodes are handled as intersections. So that is what we have done. The main nodes, and the main node is then an intersection in that case. This is what we have done here. We generate these sections between 100 meters and 5 kilometers. This is why we get these sections here. Yeah, that's a whole section here. It's a couple of streets, but it's one section. although the minimum length is 100 meter and the maximum length is 5 kilometers in my case. Though that's always a combination of different links, what we have done. This is what we already have done beforehand. What is interesting is that list of the sections. If we go back in our network with the sections here, and again we use that. Remember, I have put in the main notes, and then the my assignment is deleted, so I have to restart my assignment. So I can click on this green arrow here under calculate, then nothing happens. It's switched off again. Why? Okay, I don't know why it's switched off again. So I have to activate it again and go back after the assignment to the network editor. So again, for the sections, 40,000 we have shown. Now it's up to 55,000 as a maximum, the traffic volume. And we get again the sections displayed. And if you like to have a list of sections now, then we get a list of the sections. So we get each section here, which has accident costs and accident counts, or accident rates. As you can see here, is accident rate is high, but we have only one accident on that one. We have only a traffic volume of 427. So what we can do, we can sort them, the traffic volume column, by a descending order. For example, from Z to A, though we get the highest volume here. We get 55,000 as a volume. We have 4 accidents, and the accident rate is 1. And it's a very, very small accident rate, high volume, small accident rate. And if I like to see where it is, and I click on that and go back in the network editor, then I see that's exactly here. That is number 35. This is exactly my a section I have chosen here. So can go to other ones here. Let's say maybe where we have the accident rate, which is high. So you see we have extremely high accident rates. That's clear because the traffic volume is 0. Then the accident rate is extremely high. That's clear. No one is driving there, and we have 2 accidents. Then it is infinity high. So let's say we have 8 accidents and more than 1,000 vehicles. So the accident rate is 31. Where is it in our network? It is here. You can see the number 3 here. This is my section here. So if you click on that, this is my section. The section, as we can see here now, starting from here going up to there. Yeah, though it's a couple of links which are included here. So the section means what we get is always a combination of different links. That's called a section later. To make the analysis a little bit easier, that if the rank is the same and the type is the same of that particular link, then it is one section, also sometimes called one street. So now I know, okay, what is the street here, and what is the number of accidents we have here already on that street. Therefore, we have the sections, and therefore we can do this analysis of everything like accident rates and so on and so on. The accident rate becomes smaller. Here it becomes 6 or it becomes 5 now suddenly. We are okay. 1,000 vehicles. It's not such a high number. Let's see if we have higher numbers. So 7,000. We get 3 here, and we see, okay, this is here. Okay, we had a lot of vehicles there, but we have only accident rate of 3, though it's really more or less nothing. Well, that's also some analysis we can do after we have done an assignment. We can check what is the accident rate per section in our network, so a combination of different links, or per node, whatever it is, and so we can do all those analysis in our network. So road safety impact assessment. Yeah, after we have done all this analysis, it makes sense maybe that we talk about those possibilities of doing some road safety impact assessment or accident prediction model. And that means if we change something in our network in the future, what then can be? What is then the result of that? Therefore, we need those main nodes, maybe, yes. More important, we have to determine accident rates from link types, accident costs per 1,000 vehicles per kilometer. Here we have different examples. If we have different kinds of streets, here we got 2 lanes with separated direction, or here this is a 3-lane link which has 2 lanes per direction and 1 lane per opposite direction. Sometimes it's shifted, so it's going from that direction to that direction, or we have only 1 lane per direction in different sizes, so smaller one and larger one. Also accident costs per 1,000 vehicles on nodes. So we have different types of nodes here, and because of these different types of nodes, we have also different costs. You see, the costs are always in euro per 1,000 vehicle kilometers. Here the same per 1,000 vehicle kilometers, no, per 1,000 vehicles. And so we get here between 21 and 51, or here between 11 and 75. If you have some signalized intersection, for example. This is something we need before we do our, or before we talk about this accident prediction model, the expected values for accident costs. Therefore, we need also some standardized evaluation of newly planned roads. This is something we cannot do with Visum safety, because in Visum safety we do always the analysis of existing ones. Maybe if we have in this existing ones also some standardized road types, and we have a lot of them and we know the accidents there, then we can also create some functions out of that. What is accident rate, what is the cost, what are the costs, and so on of that. The cost-benefit analysis for reconstructions or new constructions, that's also something you should have in an external file or whatever, where you get it from these ones. There is one which is, for example, chosen. Let's say there's a motorway which has less than or equal than 2 lanes. Accident rate is 0.46. Motorway with more than 2 lanes has 0.55. A minor motorway with 1 lane or larger than 1 lane has 0.48 or 0.57 accident rate. And the accidents is always per million vehicles per kilometer per year. And this table, for example, is created from Switzerland. In Swiss, there is a group, they have developed those things, but it can be different. It is always different in different countries. That means accident prediction model you only can create if you know what is a standardized, let's say, standardized link type or standardized intersection type, and under which conditions we have which accident rates there, and then we can use this information and create an accident prediction model for that. Accident rate, only to understand what accident rate is, accidents per year divided by traffic volume in million vehicles per year and divided by the link length in kilometer. That is accident rate. So if we go now into our network and we like to use that one, and so we can select some class of links, and that okay, this class of links belongs to that particular APM type. Therefore, we should know what kind of links it is. Let's see. I'd like to see that one. All the blue ones here. I think that is this one here. Is it? Yes. This one here. This one here. And here we get number 63, link type number 63. This one here is also 63. Okay. So everything which is 63, for example, is a minor road. Therefore, first we make a filter on all our links in the network. So that means maybe at first I switch off the sections again. And also the accidents. Oh, okay. What else? Other nodes we have already. Okay. So I make a filter on my links. So that means a right mouse click on the filter on links. On that filter on links, I can do it also in that links filter, but then we have to go to advanced, where we can do it also here. The right mouse click on links and said, okay, please show me all links where the type number is contained in. And the type number is 63. And we press OK for that. And the second we don't need. So only 63. Now what we do is we use that filter where links where the type number, that was the first one, type number, here type number is contained in, and there we choose is contained in, there's only one possibility, and then the operand we choose is number 63 we have. If you select this one in our network, we get this one here, that all links, they belong to number 63. And if I like to do it, that's okay. I like to renew all my links now, and I gave them now the APM link type. So I edit my APM link type now, and that okay, this APM link type, which is related to them, is for all these 390 links. So we get 390 links. And the APM link type is now minor urban road. Yeah, so minor urban roads. You see, then everything is minor urban road now. What I have chosen here. That's only an example. Yeah, it should be clear. Minor urban road. How can we do it in a real network? Now I have selected them and gave them this new APM road type. So this is now, everything is now APM minor road. That means we get this the minor urban road, get traffic harmed or not traffic harmed. that's one of the possibilities, that we have this different situation. So if it is if it is traffic count, for example, then we have really less traffic in our network. Yeah, so that is clear. If it is not traffic count, then we had more traffic. That's very clear, and we see all that the accident rate becomes higher, automatically double the number than in traffic count 1.
So this table is something like thresholds or something. The accident rates in this table is like thresholds, or
this is the accident rate, but this is exactly what I gave you in that formula. The accident rate is accidents per year divided by the traffic volume in million vehicles per year and divided by the link length in kilometer. This is how accident rates are calculated. And if I have a link now, and that means accident prediction model, that I change something in my network. Yeah, so it's not used for doing some analysis of existing network element. That's clear. To be honest, what we should do, I should disable my links, and then I should refresh my APM for all, because in the very beginning everything is irrelevant. That means
okay. So this is like okay. So this is accident prediction models.
Exactly. What we do is now I will do an example. What the hell is going on? Refresh. Because in the first step, all links are they are irrelevant because they are not taken in account. Okay, then I should do it in the same way I have done it before. This one, right mouse click, edit. I don't know why there is a mistake. So I make them irrelevant. So now it's done also for them, that they are irrelevant, though the APM for all links is the same. So what I like to change now is, for example, I remember when I have my sections here, switch on my section. There is, for example, the bridge maybe is not a good example for that, but by the way, we had a lot of accidents here because the volume is high. I don't know if you have a lot of accidents. I know only that there is. We have. I should go into here. Why it's not selected? I don't have sections. I should select selection number 35. So here it is. Okay, the accident rate is low. It's only 1, though that makes no sense. Let's have a look for something which has a high accident rate. So here, 18, for example. This one, okay. So and now, what happens if I do? I said, okay, this one here, this link, these 2 links I have here. I like to change that 2 links. That means I select these 2 links in both directions. So this one, opposite direction. Okay, and said, okay, now for these 2 links, I hope that works. I never have done it in that way. Edit APM. Do I get now 2 or I get the? No, I get the everything again. That's interesting. Now it works. Unknown, irrelevant. It should be irrelevant for everything now. Okay, now everything is irrelevant again. So now I need these ones here. I should select it, or I can directly if I select this one, edit APM. Is it now 1 or is it again the whole? And now it's 1. Okay, so now I change that into minor urban roads. Now it's done for everything. That was not good. Again, irrelevant. I see. I need a filter for doing it, and I'll need to do it there, or I can do it in the list of links. That's also possible, or I can open that link. That's also possible. In user-defined attribute, and then we have I show all. Accident prediction model, APM. No, it's not listed here. Why it's not listed here?
I saw APM type, I think.
You saw something?
APM type, I think. APM type. It's 0.
Here, APM type. Yes, it's called APM type. So now we should know which number is that. That's great. I have it in my presentation, the APM type. Okay, then I have to have a look in that file. I theoretically I don't like to display it, but and now I should do it. Maybe I have it open. No, I haven't. No, I don't need that one. Okay, that's it. That's exactly the configuration of the types. And let's have a look. 0 is irrelevant. Minor urban road is 10. Major urban roads commercial is 20, 30, 40, and you see this is the type number. So if I make it a minor urban road, it is 10. Okay. So the APM type is 10 here. So I make it 10. Although the opposite direction I make also 10. Okay, and I will do here the same and said okay, APM type. This one is 10 and opposite direction is also 10. Okay, and now I can compare my links in such a way that we have now changed this APM link type, and now we can use this APM types for the link attributes. So if we go now on our links and we choose now APM types, then we can display them. That means so here, okay. I don't like to see the sections. Now we see now this one is now blue, and the rest one is irrelevant because here I have nothing changed. That makes no difference. And what I can do now is that I can choose now the APM accident density, though that means I can choose now for my links instead of the APM mode, the accident prediction model accident density. Even for that one here, that means I can change that one again. But okay, now I like to have the density or the accident counts, whatever it is, or the accident rate. It's also possible. So if I see the density, and you see now it's between 0 and 2.6, let's say 3, and okay, and then I get this display now because of the volume we have already in that link. So if I change now, that means accident prediction model. If I change now the layout of my street, I reconstruct this street. I make a minor urban road, and if I have done a minor urban road, then I get automatically now this new accidents, and because of that, I can make a calculation what happens if I change something in my network. For the rest of my network happens nothing, because I do not change anything. Yeah, so I cannot say what are the number of accidents in the next years. That is not possible for me, because if I do not change something, then I do not change something. Then can estimate maybe in the last years out of my link or of my nodes, then I get this accident too. Yeah, though there is no big difference of that. What we can do? Yeah, sorry, that's the question.
So again, so the numbers of the accident rates in the table that you presented,
yeah,
are they a default in the program, or is just an example? The numbers of the accident rates
they are at the moment.
Yes, those accident rates numbers.
These rates are at the moment as default settings, and they are based on some researchers in Switzerland.
Okay, so those can change it from the configuration file?
It's exactly this is what I showed here.
Yeah.
That is a configuration file, which is called minor urban roads or major urban road commercial. You see here we have only this link types. We don't have this minor urban road traffic count and not traffic count, and then we have some types, type, count, separated number of lanes, back lanes. So that's the next operation. Then we get this combination of them. Here we have count and not count here, though that's here. Number 10. And then because of that, we get, as we can read here, now we get the costs of different cost light, cost severity, cross property damage rate. You see here is a rate now.
So I can change that. I can change that number.
You can change that number. It's also possible to have an own list where we have different elements inside. If you have own researchers out of that. At the moment, there is. I don't know if there is another country who is doing exactly those researches on different ones. It's also for node types, as we can see here. Node prediction between signalized and non-signalized, and with a lot of parameters inside, and you get always this cost calculation and so on and so on. That's the configuration file here, and with that configuration file, we define if something, what is the result later out of this accident prediction model. That means without having those, we have only that table from Switzerland, nothing more. And what we can do now in our accident prediction model, it means we can create something new that, okay, I like to change the character of that street here, for example. If I compare it nowadays and in the future, if I change that, what is the meaning of then if there is something different or not. Yeah. So if I compare it, the links here, that's the APM accident density. And if I go to the accident density, which is the real accident density, you see it's much higher. It's up to 32 here, and 9.9 is the threshold here. I click on that. Then now we see it for all the networks, not only here. So it should be done for that link. I have chosen before, I don't remember. What was it, 3 point something else? Or let's have a look for APM accident density. It was 2.6. Yeah, let's say 2.6, make it 2.6. 2.6. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. And now I do it again and said, okay, now I don't use that one, only to compare it. Accident density, although it's 2.6, only to compare this one here, and now it becomes red. Yeah, so this one is now red completely, and I see, okay, if I change that link now and in future and make a minor urban road with the default settings, that means there is a category I have to choose for that street, number of lanes, widthness, and so on. Everything is defined, and if I construct this this link or this street in that way, then my accident prediction model then we get less accidents there. If this is the reason. That makes really sense, not for such small links in the network. If you construct something completely new in your network, and you said, okay, what happens if I create, let's say, a second bridge here somewhere to cross this river between both sides of the city? Maybe I reconstruct that bridge. What is then accident rates or accident density in the future, and what is now? And also, what are the accident costs? That's also interesting. What are the accident costs in the accident prediction model? And we say, okay, at the moment we have accident costs in that number, because we know we had that kind of accidents, and we know exactly the costs. And in the accident prediction model now, we change now the type. Though that means I change my link type. Maybe I have to change also the link type in my network model accordingly, that we get a new assignment result. Yeah. So, for example, if I close or make less capacity on a particular link or something else, or I create a new link somewhere, then I get also new results. And then I can use my accident prediction model to demonstrate what are the accident costs then, and to compare it with the analysis of the status quo, though that means what happens nowadays. And then, okay, if we do that, if we construct this and we get less volume then, and we have, because of the new category of that link, what we choose, the default settings, or the node in the intersection is reconstructed, or the signal controller is reconstructed, and so on, then on the one hand we have to spend money to construct this. On the other hand, we get less accident costs at the end, so that maybe after 3 years, because of less accident costs, only because of that, we have reinvested everything what we have done in our street network. That's a result at the end of an accident prediction model. Therefore, we need a model behind, that's clear. Otherwise, it makes no sense. That means we have matrices here, demand matrices here, for example. We get for cars, for HTVs, for public transport, we have matrices, and we run an assignment for that. If we construct something new, we get new results. Because of that new results, we get now in the accident prediction model, then we can go there inside and okay, we said okay, then we get maybe also less accidents. If there is a relation between really a relation between volume and accidents only, that's a little bit sophisticated. Maybe some research we can do all on the universities if there is a relation between. Because if there is a relation between, then can also say, okay, I have accident rates and I have accident costs on each particular section, on each particular link, I have that. So if the volume is reduced, maybe the number of accidents is also reduced. So I can do also without, let's say, without having the whole network in new plans. I only construct a new link somewhere, like what I can do here in that network, only to demonstrate it. If I create, let's say, is it possible to do it somewhere? That makes not really sense here. Maybe here. From here, I can create a new link. That's not pretty good what I do now, but it's only to demonstrate what happens. I create a new link. Let's say instead of going around, I construct a new link, which is going from here to there. And this is, let's say, it's a 2-lane interstate with a speed of 80 kilometers. Okay, yes, so I got this one here. This is now a new link. Yeah, to be honest, I should also change the link here. That means, you see, sorry, here, not inserting this link here. All those link elements here, because they are all in the wrong link type, so I have to add all links here and up to there and all of the opposite direction. I will do it only to demonstrate what is possible. So I change now for that links. Where's my quick view? Here is my quick view. I change it instead of 63. I need something urban with 2 lanes. Urban with 2 lanes. Maybe it's 2 lanes. Let's say this is that one here. For 80 links. Okay, something like that. And without doing something else, it's not exactly fine what we do, but only to demonstrate what is the difference. And I get now a new result, because if I run my model now again, so let's check if we have volumes here. Yes, I have. So makes sense. So I can create my sections new, 40,000. Okay. And why not having this one here? Traffic volume. Maybe I have not generate the sections. Sorry, sections. Do it again. I have not generated sections. I hope that works. Now remove the sections first and then create them new. Okay. Then they are generated again. Yeah. So now we see get more volume here now on that one, and get now this one in red. We get less volumes now. The number of accident has not changed because that's in our model included. But what I can do is now I can say, okay, here I can go for that one now with my accident prediction model. Here I can do it for that link because I constructed completely new. I can choose the for that particular links. I can choose a link type, the APM type for that. And for the rest of the network now, that's even the question if it makes sense to recalculate also some accident or choose the accident rates and then also use the original accident rates for creating or for calculating new accidents in the model. That's also a possibility what we can do. So if we said, okay, if I have my accident rates and I multiply that with the traffic volume, then and because I get less volume, then the number of accidents will be also less. So it's something you can compare also in the accident prediction model. So for the new ones, you can use the APM type, and for the old ones, then you have to recalculate because of the accident rates which are already exist on each element, that you use that accident rates and multiply it by that volumes to get the number of accidents which are counted. Now in the list of sections, accident counts we have here, and accident rates we have again, and let's see, this is, I think that was 35 beforehand section. Yeah, 35. Accident rate is extremely less, that's 1 here. In the new one we don't have, there's that section we don't have any accident because we have nothing calculated, and therefore we need the accident prediction model. And now we can also calculate for this new links our accidents. And now it's in total, what we have in total now is that we can do an analysis of the whole network after we have put in all our accidents in our network. We have calculated the accident rates out of the existing accidents, and then we can see if we change now the traffic volume in a new model, because a new model situation gives us a new situation, though the traffic flow is different, and that means that I get also reduced number of accidents, or maybe I get also higher number of accidents because maybe I have more volume suddenly somewhere on a particular link. That also can happen, and if I don't change anything and I multiply then the existing accident rates with the volume, then I get higher number of accidents. Only if I change it, let's say I do it with accident prediction model again, that okay, I also change the category of that particular link, that it gets in another category, and then also these costs are differentiated. But clear, this exactly this table, this table on definition, what are the accident rate, what are the costs? You have seen it in this XML file, where we have also the costs for something, what is link prediction. Yeah, so here we get the cost of severe accidents or light accidents or property damages, and you see that are the costs which will be related to them, and because of that you can then calculate also what are the costs of that. That's the meaning of the accident prediction model. To get this table, you need some researchers on roads which fulfill that classification, so that it is an ideal road type, for example, with 2 lanes per direction, safety line, no big intersection or a safe intersection, and so on and so on. And you know, this is an optimal construction, and we know on this optimal construction everything, and we know that the costs and the cost rate, the accident rates are that, and then you can put it here in that table. And this table is only from Switzerland, so that's the only one we have at the moment, nothing more. Oh, yes, I think we are accidents per day. Yes, accident prediction model. This is what we have done. That's only to demonstrate how to find this number accidents in the model. If we change that, but be sure you can't use for existing links the APM model, because if you do nothing, if you change nothing, then you should choose always irrelevant for that, because there is nothing which is defined. Only for those link types we have already a definition, and we can solve that calculation of accident for the future by using that accident prediction model. Yeah, find up to here. Questions from you, what I haven't answered now. I remember the allocation, no, not the allocation distance, the weighting. I will send you a solution, how it can be done for the black spot management. Yeah, any question of you, the team?
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a lot of things we have done. Maybe it's fine for you. I think this is what I never have done in that course, but I think it was really interesting to see if we can use Visum for editing accidents if you have no other possibility. In the example of Cairo now, as we can see, if you import some data, I think that's also nice. Yes, you can create a table, create some sometimes also some user-defined attributes with the name of the import file, and then you can really create your accidents here and can import them later, and then you can do all those analysis what we already have done. Yeah, then I will say I wish you all the best for maybe using Visum safety. Whenever you have questions, do not hesitate to send us an email and ask us for them elements that can be done. If you need some assistance, if you like to implement something in Visum safety, as I have told you, even to make some accidents in Visum, that's a great idea. Maybe I like to develop something for that. Even for countries they do not have any accident editing tool or something else, why not using Visum for doing it? If you have a file based on that, and it's not the best solution, that's clear, but it is better than having another tool, and you need a lot of software and devices to make some interactions between, and though I think that's a good idea to implement that. But if you have some questions to that part, maybe you have an own definition of accidents, and you like to implement how can we import those accidents we have, or what kind of that's also a big good question. What kind of accidents do you recognize? So if what type is it? Do you have this information? Do you have that information? Do you have that information? And only those information you get, we can put in. That's also clear. If you said, okay, we don't have this information about that or that, we get only there is an accident between a car and a bus or a motorbike, and we get 2 injured persons. That's it, more not. And then we can also create something for that. That you can import this data into Visum safety, though. That's pretty good. I think it is completely open to all ideas you have. I show you only what is the standard, the default settings in Germany, maybe in Europe. Yeah, then the best success for you, and send us emails.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so I wish you a nice evening, and maybe we meet us somewhere again. That will be also nice. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.